What's going on, guys? My name is Guy and today we are doing a Q&A. I put up an Instagram story asking you guys to send me questions to answer. I actually was a bit surprised with how many I got. A few of them repeated, so the motivation, the comp prep ones, but I'll try and answer as many of the good questions I can for you guys. So the first question I got today was split body or full body workouts. So initially, I used to really like split body workouts. I hated the thought of full body, getting little sets in per muscle group per session. But since I'm comp prep, I've been having to do a couple of full body workouts per week, and I've actually really enjoyed it because you get a pump in your chest, your shoulders, your back, and your legs, but not for me. So I don't know, it just depends. If you have time, I would recommend doing split body just to increase the volume and the amount that you hit that muscle group. But if you're limited of time and you still want to get a session in, 2-3 full body sessions per week will still help you grow muscle or burn fat. So question number 2 is favorite supplements. My favorite supplement is probably protein powder, I reckon, Isopep by EHP Labs, just because I'm not really into eating heaps of junk food and sweet food, so when I get to have like something a little bit sweet that's still good for you after your workout, I really enjoy that. So cookies and cream. I don't really want to go and eat cookies and have cream, but if I can have cookies and cream flavored protein powder, I still get that taste while getting the protein, the BCAAs, all the benefits from a protein powder. Alright, next question is favorite muscle group to train. My favorite muscle group has to be probably chest, just because I enjoy the movements with chest. I enjoy the strength that you can push with chest, and I really like a chest pump. Like when you get a nice full feeling in your chest, it's pretty good. Alright, so this is the next question, which is commonly asked a lot. I probably receive it a couple times a week on my Instagram, and it's how do you keep motivation? So essentially, I don't really need to feel motivated to go to the gym because I always am. So how do I keep that? Progress. Once I started seeing progress, I was really, really hooked. So I wanted to go in, I wanted to do more, I wanted to push harder. I wanted to get bigger, so that was what probably motivated me in the start. What keeps me motivated now is it's more just my lifestyle now, so I enjoy it. So I wake up going, alright, I want to go to the gym. It's not something where it's like, oh, I have to train today. It's something where I get excited to do it. I like to plan my session. I just really enjoy that. Alright, next question is, what made you want to compete? I don't know, I've kind of always wanted to go from not just building myself, but to actually like building my name. And through competitions, I really wanted to get that recognition. I also really wanted to push myself, see how I look when I've really shredded my body fat, but also see how I can mentally handle a comp prep. So I don't know, I've just always liked the idea of competing, being on stage, showing off how your body looks, showing everyone how hard you've worked, how you compare to other people. That's what made me want to compete. Alright. The next question is, why don't I have a girlfriend? I don't know, I just don't really have time at the moment. Like, I'm busy with school, I'm busy with training, I'm busy with my social media, I'm busy furthering my knowledge in the fitness side of things through nutrition, training styles, supplementation. So I just don't, get the time to have a girlfriend, I guess. Alright. The next one is thoughts on CrossFit. So there's 2 groups at my school. There's the CrossFit boys and the gym boys, and there's like this friendly beef between us, saying that we don't like CrossFit and they don't like, initially, like, they don't like the gym. But I don't know, I think CrossFit's really good to keep fit. It's really good to show your skills. Like, CrossFitters are really skilled. I'm not too keen on how it's demanding on your body in the way of like your joints. I just feel like it's a very injury prone sport. You know, your joints are getting worked pretty hard, but it's definitely something good to keep you fit, really improve your skills. And if you take it professionally to the CrossFit Games, like, that's pretty good as well, because it's not an easy sport, but it's not my cup of tea. Like, I wouldn't want to go and train and do CrossFit every day. Right. So the next one is 3 tips on retaining lean muscle mass while in a calorie deficit. 3 tips. Right. I'd probably say tip number 1 is be on top of your supplements. So if you're doing fasted cardio, use BCAAs and glutamine. Post-workout, use a protein. Use protein powder throughout, like, just the day. Tip number 2 would probably be sensible with your training. So don't be doing cardio every day or fasted cardio for hours and hours each morning. Make sure you stick to your strength-based training. Make sure you are still, you know, holding that strength, keeping your volume up there, and yeah, not really hitting the cardio too hard. And tip number 3 would definitely be nutrition. So post-workout, definitely have a meal of protein, carbs if you can, just to refuel your muscle, get the glycogen back in there, and the protein to repair basically your muscle tears. So don't go wasting your food on like lollies and crap that's not gonna help your body. You know, be smart and choose foods that are gonna fuel and help repair the muscle initially that you're burning and the fat that you're losing. Alright, so question number, I don't know the number of question, but the next question is favorite exercise and why? My favorite exercise would probably have to be incline bench press, either with the dumbbells or just barbell. I like that because I really like the feeling of the stretch you get in between your upper chest, the bottom of your chest, and your shoulder. So I don't know, it's just a nice exercise. You can push some good weight with it. Yeah. Alright. The next question is, how is your first comp prep going? So comp prep's going good. I've lost 11 kilos, which is a pretty good weight to drop within 9 weeks. I'm doing cardio every morning, which is a nice way to start the day, but it's hard. It gets boring and very repetitive. At the moment, training's pretty continuous, so it's 7 days a week of upper body sessions. So I like training upper body, obviously, because my legs don't grow. But they're getting pretty repetitive. I'm very sore. I'm starting to feel it in my joints, just the constant, you know, movement, and I'm not really getting that rest day in between. The intensity of training is pretty high. Food is not that nice. Food's going alright. Chicken and rice, broccoli isn't my ideal, you know, meal, but it definitely has your fat, your carbs, and your protein, so it's not too bad. So yeah, comp prep's doing alright. I'm enjoying it. I probably won't do another one until I'm about 19 or 20, just because I really want to use these next years of growing, putting on as much size as I can, and not kind of just wasting these early years of competing and, you know, getting lean when I can be growing, and really maximizing essentially your beginner gain and your adolescence gains, so through your teenage years. How do you go with eating the same meals over and over? I don't know, food stops becoming a pleasure. It more just becomes something you look at as a fuel. So post-workout, I'm not going to go, oh, yeah, I get to eat chicken and rice. I'm going to go, okay, I get to fuel my body with the carbs and the protein, hitting abs a couple times a week and building your lat and your deltoids. So if you build it, instead of it just going straight up, you'll get that kind of nice, that V taper. And the bigger the V taper, the smaller your waist appears. How do you use your subs? I don't know which subs you mean, but initially I just do pre-workout, so PSI, RP max, my intra-workout BCAs. Post-workout is just a protein powder, and then I also have creatine, glutamine, and acetyl L-carnitine throughout the day in smaller doses, usually between 2 to 5 grams, depending on which supplement. Mistakes mostly everyone do in the gym. I'd probably say loading too much weight when their form is just terrible. You see people putting 100 kilos while squatting and their depth is just like that much. Instead of going to a nice seated depth in your squat, they're barely even breaking their knees. Posture as well. So if you're doing shoulder press, don't have your shoulders rounded. Have your shoulders back, your scapula nice and tight, kind of standing proud and pushing up. Or anything on cables, I normally see people, not targeting the muscle group they're hitting, more just loading the weight and trying to just push it or pull it. Training days and exercises. So I don't really have training days at the moment because I'm on prep, but it's just 7 days a week of upper body sessions. So for example, I might do chest, then the next day shoulders, the next day back, then a full body workout, and then chest, shoulders, back again. And then cardio. I do cardio every morning for about an hour before I eat. When did you start training and why? I started training about 1.5 years ago. I don't really know why. I think it was when I broke my femur. I got really bored. So once I started to kind of get up and moving with this full leg cast on, I started doing one-legged squats and, bicep curls, shoulders, bench, all down in my garage. Just this rusty, crappy little cheap setup. But I think that's what got me into the gym. And then when I got my first membership, I started going with my friends, and I saw when we work out that when they wanted to stop, I was hungry and I wanted to keep going. I wanted to push harder. I wanted to go a little bit heavier. I wanted to push those extra reps. So I noticed that I wanted to keep going and do more compared to what they were interested in. So that kind of intrigued the idea of, oh, maybe this is a good sport for me. Alright, the next question is, where do you want to go with your training? So, hopefully in the future, back when I start competing again, I would like to go pro. I'd like to go pro for Physique. Training at the moment, I just want to get as big as I can. So once this comp's over, I just want to grow for about 2 to 3 years. With little cuts in there so I don't get too chubby, but yeah, the plan at the moment is just to grow. This is a big question. Talk about motivation to go to the gym and eat healthy. So, as I said before, it's not really something I need to be motivated for. If you guys struggle with motivation, set little goals, set an end goal, start training. And the more you train, the more you'll progress, and the more you progress, you'll see your changes. You'll see you build that bit of muscle or you lose that bit of fat, and you'll just want to keep going. Eating healthy. Eating healthy isn't something you don't just have to start eating healthy when you go to the gym. I still have cheat meals. I still enjoy, pizza and ice cream, but I just like the food because I like cooking. I really enjoy cooking. So, instead of just getting a packet lasagna, I'd rather make one, or instead of getting crumb schnitzel already made, I'd rather make it, or just make grilled chicken. So eating healthy is something, you know, you should just want to do. It's good for you, so it's good for your body. Right, so the motivation towards making YouTube videos. I don't know, I think just being young, so being 16, people are more interested in watching YouTube videos if it's like a 16-year-old workout. I just wanted to create it because I wanted a different platform. So I've got Instagram, but I also wanted to, you know, get another social platform. And I started making a few videos for my Instagram, and once I saw like that they did alright and that they turned out alright, I was like, alright, I might make YouTube videos. And yeah, I just want to improve with my YouTube videos, you know, get a microphone, get a drone in the future. I've just got plans to, you know, try and improve my YouTube video each time. I don't know, I just watched people that were making YouTube videos and I thought, hey, I might give it a go, see where it can go, and just try my best to make it work. Do I train every day? Yeah. At the moment, 7 days a week, twice a day. Normally just cardio and then a weighted session in the afternoon. The original plan was I wanted to film this video in 2 parts. Do the first half of the questions in the morning, train, and then the second half of the questions in the afternoon or tonight. But I don't want my first Q&A to go for too long, so I think this video will already be around 15 minutes. So I'll probably just keep it at that this time. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure to follow me on my social media, @GuyLawler. I'll put it in the description. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one.